Hey. Hey, sis, make sure y'all got a toe on. Hey, 20 people. Now it's 15. Hey, what's going on, y'all? How you doing? I'm doing good. Watching TV. You from New York, you? Hey. Uh, have you ever heard that name? What name? You are beautiful. Thank you. I appreciate it. Thank you. Hey, 13 people. Make sure I subscribe to my live. Hey, y'all. So, how y'all doing? Let me see. Okay, we got some. Yeah, but how y'all doing? This side is still slow because I went to the dentist yesterday to check out my wisdom teeth on the top. So yeah, this side still hurts. So I am taking ibuprofen and some medicine to like really not spit it out, but just let it drip out and stuff like that. So yeah, so I am hurting on this side, so it is still hurting. So I can only eat on this side, y'all. So I actually went to my appointment yesterday. It was forever, y'all. When I tell y'all it was forever, it was forever. Cause I yesterday I had to be there at like 7 o'clock, and I woke up by like 5:15, 5:20. Washed up, got dressed. Actually, I put a dress. I washed up, brushed my teeth, put my dress on, my sandals, cause it was hot yesterday, y'all. Yesterday it was hot, and I took a lift over there. The time I got there was like 6:10, 6:20. So it was the lift was cheap, y'all. The lift was cheap. When I got there, I had to wait until like 7 o'clock, which I didn't mind it because I was like OD. Like I was really OD. So I didn't mind waiting. So when I got to 7, when they started at people like 7:15, they let us in. They gave us numbers. I was number 14. And we had to wait till 8 o'clock for them to open. Then they was like, make sure I get to eat now before, because when you get to teeth, I can't eat nothing. So I was like, okay. So I went to go get me some food and stuff across the street. Then I spoke to my auntie. Then after around like 8 o'clock, yeah, I spoke to my friend, my male friend. And then he texted me. It was like, I'm on my way. He was supposed to go to his uncle's house, but he's like, I'm on my way. And then as I spoke to my aunt, and then after I finished, that's when we at 8 o'clock we was going inside the dentist. It was keeping straight that we had to make a turn. It was right there. So everybody sat down and stuff like that, you know. They was calling them by order. 1 do 6, 7 do like 10, 11 to 15. So they was doing it by by that. So I'm like, okay. So while you doing that and stuff like that, I'm like, okay. Thank y'all for 2 likes. I appreciate it. So yes, y'all, it hurts. Even I do this, it hurt. Oh, this part hurt. I can't open my mouth. Like, this part still hurts, man. This part still hurts. I ain't gonna hold you. This part still hurts. And it's like I have to eat on this side. And it's like this is so sad because I got it on this side. This is the side I literally don't eat. I usually eat on this side 'cause this is my good side, y'all. This is my good side what I eat. And it's a shame because I gotta eat on the side that I barely eat. And it's like, come on, is that serious? So, I'm kind of even I was like, and then after that, I went. They called me. When they called me, it was like close to 1 o'clock. Okay, it was like 12:45 or 1 o'clock. It was basically like 1 o'clock that they was like calling me because it was don't get okay. So it was a girl in there. She was complaining about her teeth, like complaining. She was acting like a baby. Like she was dramatic, really dramatic. She was. This woman right here was so dramatic. Yeah, when I say dramatic, she was really dramatic. Me, my boyfriend, my friend, they all. Well, my boyfriend came late, but my friend was there. Like I said, everybody was there when this girl was being dramatic. Okay, so she came in there and was like, "My teeth," and she was number 44. She was so dramatic. She was like, "My teeth hurt." She fell on the floor. She's complaining. She's like, "Y'all called him a 44. Y'all called him my teeth hurt. My teeth." She was being so dramatic. Everybody looking at her laughing. Cause we all trying to hold it. Like everybody's in pain with their teeth. Come on, everybody in pain and stuff. Like, come on. So she being dramatic. She laying on the floor. She don't want to get up. She making a scene. All everybody looking at her like, can y'all get this lady some help? So this woman was like, can y'all get her some help? Cause she talking about her teeth, this, that, like, this is embarrassing. No one need to see this. So basically, they let her go through. The doctors check her blood pressure, stuff like that. They sent her in the back, right? So when they sent her in the back, of course they move move me all the way to close to 1 o'clock. Okay. She got out by like 12 o'clock. Cause she went in there by like 9, probably like 8. She went in there like it was like 10:30 when she went in the back, and she came out. It was like 12. So when she got finished at 12, she waved to everybody like, "Thank y'all, thank y'all." Oh, cool, cause you being dramatic, dramatic woman. Like when I mean, she was acting like a baby. She was like, "My teeth." I said she like, yeah. When I said she could be an actress, she could be a dong actress. Like everybody's like, that's a shame of her to be acting like that. So my boyfriend looking at me like, my boyfriend like, you need to do say that she do. I said, I'm not doing that. I'm not voting on no floor, act like a damn fool. I'm not doing that. I'm sorry. So after that, mind you, I'm still sitting there. It's like 12 o'clock. So mind you, everybody going for lunch. All the doctors went for lunch and stuff like that. So I went to go get me, because my stomach was killing me. So I went to go get me a Tylenol and some water. So he got him some juice. So I got some juice. Then after that, we went back to the hospital. It was about like when we came back, it was like 12:30, 12:45, close to 1 o'clock. So we still sitting there. So he's like, "Yo, what's taking so long? Cause it's like it shouldn't have to take this long." So I was like, "I'm about to go ask." So I went over in the back. Well, at first they did X-rays. My bad. I'm gonna stop. Why was this? I'm gonna wind back. So wind back when they called me. Actually, yes, they called my number. When I gave them paperwork and stuff. That's a process. I did that. I said a couple of minutes. They called me in the back, do X-rays of my teeth. Fast forward to this part right here. So they called me in the back. No, actually, no, they ain't called me. When I went in the back, I was like, "Yes, how many people got in front of me?" The lady gonna say, "Hold on, give me like a few minutes." I said, "Like, just stand here." So I waited for a few minutes. So some guy came out. My boyfriend said, "We wait." I then, he's trying to explain. He couldn't explain it, so he looked at me. He's like, "Can you explain?" I was like, "I might have said, I'm sorry." Cause the guy's like, "Y'all need help." So my man like, "Yeah, we need help." So I'm looking at him like, we already asked the guy. No, I said, I'm looking at him like, we already asked the lady. She said she's coming back. So, he's trying to explain the best way he can. He like this, and that, but he got stuck. So the guy looking like, so so I told the guy, I said, "God, no, thank you," because we got from the lady, and he said, "Okay." So he's like, "Why you?" I'm like, "Because we got like we got stuff from the woman. Like, why we need help? Why we need help? We all we had to say, no, thank you. Somebody already taking care of us. That's what we had to say." So he like, so after the lady came back, I'm like, "See." So he's like, so she's like, "You got 5 people ahead of you." So I'm like, "Okay." So he said, 5 people? That means we ain't gonna get out till later on. I said, "Would you stop being dramatic?" Okay. Like, you're gonna have to know some patience of stop being dramatic here. Okay. Either way is patience. You got to learn it. Okay. So, so I'm like, yeah. So I'm like, yo, stop being, dramatic. So after that, I'm like, okay. So I'm like, so I'm sitting there. So the lady said, "You got a pen?" I'm like, "Sure, I got a pen." So I gave her, and you're fine. Thank you. Thank you so much. Hey, now, people, make sure y'all subscribe to my live. Hey, y'all. And hey, new people that's coming in. So the woman was like, "You have a pen?" I was like, "Yes." I gave her the pen, stuff like that. She gave me the pen back to me. And they say, "I think you after me." After I finish, then they're going to call you. I said, "All right." So after that, my boyfriend say, "You can tell your male friend to leave." I was like, "He probably gonna want to stay. He ain't gonna want to leave." He said, "Well, just ask him. He don't gotta stay." So I texted him, but he didn't see it. So I called him and hung up. So he texted back, was like, "No, I'm good. I'm gonna go home with y'all." I was like, "Okay." So I told him. I say, "Okay." So after that, that's when I was like, so after that, that's when I was like, yeah. So after that, I was like, so you know, he came in the back. I forgot what happened. He came in my mouth, like mouth came in the back. So my mouth friend knows me and my boyfriend. So he came in the back, stuff like that. So he like "Hey, y'all," and I was like, "Hey." So after that, while we just talking, they called me. No, actually, my bad. They called a lady aside of me, on the side of me. They called her, stuff like that. So when they called her in the back. After, it was a couple people that left out the room. Everybody was leaving to go home out after they flipped out the back. And then I guess they was cleaning the tubes and stuff like that, wiping the seats down and stuff like that. Yeah, I know. So they called me. It was like, "Grace Gorgeous." So I got up and went in the back, right? Went in the back. So my boyfriend, "Will come with you?" I was like, "Yeah." So when I'm looking, so I'm looking to get started. The doctor, I was like, so my boyfriend said, "You need me?" He was like, "No, you can wait in the waiting area." So okay. So he in the waiting area. So while my boyfriend in the waiting area, I'm sitting in the room. So the doctor's like, "What's your information?" So I'm telling him my information so he could see like, what's going on with my teeth and stuff like that. So after that, like that's when I'm like, I sat down. They got the blue thing, put the other thing around my neck. So, so the doctor say, "So, because while we here," I said, "The top of my teeth is killing me. It keeps scraping like my cheek and stuff. Like I need it to be gone because I can't do this no more. It's scraping it, and plus it had a cavity in the hole. So this teeth gotta go. It gotta go. Okay, I can't keep dealing with this pain right here. It gotta go. Okay." So yeah, I was like, "Yeah, this top teeth gotta go." Like, okay, so So I was like, "You gonna put me to sleep?" So the doctor said, "We're not gonna put you to sleep because it does look like the cavity of the teeth is bad or anything. So we're not gonna put you to sleep because you are gonna be up while we're doing it." So it's like, and mind you, I'm scared because this is my first time getting my teeth pulled. My first time getting my teeth pulled, I was nervous as I don't know what, but I was nervous, y'all. Okay, I was nervous because this is my first time getting my teeth pulled. Like, come on, like I don't know how this gonna feel. Come on now. So I'm like, all right. So I was like, fine. So I said, listen. So he said he gonna give me some number cream if I won't fit it. So I said, listen. I said, I will remind y'all. Okay. I was like, you will have to give me 3 number cream, that 3 shots of number cream on this tube because that 1 shot is not gonna do for me. I'm gonna need 3 of them. So he put 3 on both sides of the teeth. Actually he actually numbed me up with the needle. He actually numbed me up with the needle, all that. And I'm just like, yes, you have to do that because I'ma still fit it with that 1 shot. So you have to give me 3. Okay, I'm gonna need 3 of that. So somebody called him inside. I was like, "Doctor, I need you." He's like, "Miss Goods, I'll be back." I was like, okay. So while I'm just talking, I'm talking I'm talking with that lady. So me lady just having full blown conversation, just to keep my nerves down. Of course, I told the doctor I was nervous because it's my first time. Okay, my teeth pulled, so I don't know how I'm gonna feel about this. Okay, I don't know how I'm gonna feel about this because like I never got my teeth pulled. Come on now. So after that, I'm like, all right. After that, I'm like, all right. So so I give it like 20 minutes. Right, the doctor came back. I was like, "You ready?" I was like, "No." He said, "Come on, you're gonna have to be ready." I was like, "I don't think I'm ready yet, but I'm gonna have to be." So after that, after you finish numbing this like that, I could still feel my tongue. I just couldn't feel my face right here. Right here was just numb. All this was numb. So I couldn't feel nothing right here, but I could definitely feel my tongue. So, so my doctor asked me, "You want me to just put it or you want me to take my time and let it out?" So I was like, "Take your time." Cause I'm not trying. I don't want you to put it and something goes wrong. We're not doing that. It's my first time. We not doing no struggles over here, right? So he's like, okay. So he used the. It's more like a scraper, I think, like to hit the tooth and stuff like that, like to really bang it for it to come out on top. It's basically was like I said, it was the top teeth, so he was banging it to banging it. It was more like pressure. I kept feeling pressure. I was like, ah, but I kept feeling the pressure of him hitting the tooth and stuff like that. You know, he just like hitting the tooth. So it's more like pressure I kept feeling on the tooth. So I was like. So after he got finished with that, right, he used another tool, and it was more like a wrench. But he was basically like, you twist it, trying to make the tooth come out and stuff like that. Like wiggle, wiggle, wiggle with the tooth and stuff like that. That's what he was doing. He was actually wiggling it with the tooth, and then it finally came out. Then he was like, here it go, it's here. And then he showed me the tooth. I'm like, ooh, I got some baby teeth. Like when he showed me it, I'm like, this look like some baby teeth right here. This look like no adult teeth. Hey, hey. So I'm looking at it. I'm like, this look like some baby teeth over here. This don't look like no adult teeth. I look like I got some baby teeth over here. So, hey for people. Thank you for 3 likes. So let me know if y'all like the story time. So after that. So after that, that's when I was like, okay. So after I got finished, she basically told me everything I needed. Did it hurt? It did hurt, y'all. It did. It's when he was using the wrench to hit the teeth. All I was feeling was pressure. So I was like really screaming. Then when he was like doing the wrench, like wiggling it out it came out. It finally came out. But when he kept hitting it with the tooth, it was hurting. But all I was feeling was pressure. I'm glad he didn't pull the crap. Cause man, listen. But after that, that's when he showed me. I took a picture. I was like, "Can I take a picture?" Sure, you guys take a picture of it. So after that, that's when I was all right. So he gave me the instructions. He basically gave me the guards. Told me to use the guards. And then he said once the blood is the blood is finished, bleeding and stuff, then he's gonna send the medicine and stuff. So and then he said, "You all done?" I was like, "Okay." And then he basically told me I couldn't use no straw. I don't know. I couldn't eat nothing for a couple hours. If he said if I do, it gotta be something soft. It can't be nothing hard. So which I wasn't hungry. So but like I said, I was still numb, y'all. My whole face was still numb and stuff like that. So I didn't really feel it, because I was still numb on right here. Um, so after I left, I gave you the papers. Stuff like that. I left out. Um, my boyfriend and my girlfriend, I'm telling them to come. Let's go. We out. So after that, that's when we left out, and then my mother friend called us a cab, got a cab, and then I texted my aunt and we was on way to the building and left. So um I didn't think she was coming. I didn't. I knew she was wait. She said that when she called me, she told me she was gonna bring some stuff over, but she was gonna bring it like tomorrow or sometime. I didn't think she was gonna bring it today. So when I got there, I was looking like that looked like my aunt's car. So because they dropped us from the building, so I'm like my aunt's car. So we got from the building and stuff like that. So basically, the cab took got us from the hospital to my house, and then we got from the building. Like I'm like, that's like my aunt's car. So we got there. Hey y'all, hey. So we got there. That's when my aunt was hey, cause telling us to come, cause we gotta get some bags and stuff, catch some bags upstairs. Got the bags upstairs. We put it in the shopping cart. Went upstairs, stuff like that. Went upstairs. Oh, so we went upstairs. Hold on, yeah, I'm gonna finish. Yeah, so hey, sis people, thank y'all for 3 likes. I appreciate it. So yeah, so after that, we about to discuss about the and then we're gonna ask some questions. So after that, that's when I was like, okay. So I went upstairs. Um, you know, everybody looking like what's going on in the house. I'm like, gotta. So, actually, going upstairs, me and my boyfriend, my aunt went upstairs, so he was like, well, we gotta fix the house. It's not fitting up. So I was like, yeah, fix up the house. We was saying we haven't had time. We went on laundry, but we was tired. So we got upstairs and stuff like that. So uh, my aunt took the AC. And then we straight after I'm straight up, and my tooth is like I'm still numb, y'all. I'm still straight up. So after all that, right, cleaned up. I cleaned off the table because just in case they want to do some cards and stuff. So I cleaned up the table, fixed it, stuff like that. Everything was fixed. Everything was mop sweep. My mouth helped me out. My boyfriend went to go get my medicine, and my aunt drove stuff like that. So my aunt asked if I wanted some soup and a yogurt. I was like, yeah, I don't mind that. He said, okay. So they went to go. They let it out. So after that, my boyfriend came back with my medicine and some noodles and some yogurt and my medicine. So I got my medicine. I didn't take it because I didn't eat nothing. So while a couple minutes, my aunt called me and was like, "Did you take your medicine?" I was like, "No, I didn't take it." Because I was trying to wait for the bleeding to stop. You know. He said, "Oh, okay." So after I had put no. Well, once I got in the house, I had changed the glove the cotton the gloves whatever, but I changed the cotton out the mouth that the cotton that the doctors gave me, the thing that they gave me, the swab. made sure the cotton to put it to hold the blood. I switched it when I got in the house. So I switched it because he's had to switch it for like 30 minutes. I got to switch it for 30 minutes. So I switched it for, so I put that, well, I put the new one back in here. And yeah, I had it in there. But then the bleeding started, going, it started stopping after a while. The bleeding started stopping. And then after the second one, it was like 30 minutes, stuff like that. Yeah, after I hit drip, I took it out. It was like no more blood. I actually turned it over to the other side and stuff like that. And I actually, yeah, I turned it over because I had one more packet. But I turned it over to the other side. It was like no more blood coming out. It was only I only had a little bit blood from the tooth. It wasn't a lot of blood coming out, and I was so thankful it wasn't a lot of blood because I don't know how I will be able to handle that. Hey, beautiful queen, hope all is well. I just subscribed. I'm gonna give you a like. Thank you, I appreciate it. Thank you. Hey, thank y'all for 4 people liking my live. Thank you for liking my live, y'all. Hey, 3 people. I'm gonna finish up the story. If y'all got questions, put them in the chat. The story's almost about to be the end, but we're gonna take some questions after the story, y'all. Okay, so make sure y'all put y'all questions in the chat. Y'all got questions, I'm gladly answer it for y'all. Okay, okay. So no disrespectful questions. No disrespectful questions. Nice questions. So after that, I'm like, I bet. So after you finish, my mouth feels like I got some Uno cards. I was like, see, lucky I cleaned up the table and stuff like that. For you to play some Uno cards. So my boyfriend came back with my medicine, my food and stuff. I put everything away, stuff like that. My aunt came, bought some food. Um, yeah. After that, that was it. Everybody was relaxing. Me, my boyfriend, my friend playing cards all the way till like 8:20, 8:10. Around it was probably like around like 8 o'clock. Yeah, it was like around 8 o'clock. We was playing cards because I think we got home about like 3, 4 o'clock. It had to be like 3, 4 o'clock. Cause we was cleaning, we was bringing it downstairs and stuff like that. So I mean, my aunt and my uncle left, and my Melvin came, and he stood till like 8:30. He said he's gonna like actually stay to the car, but he wound up staying till like 8:30 and leaving. So when I got to 8:30, he left. He said, "Y'all out, have fun." He said he'd be over here next week. I was like, "All right." So after he left, me and my boyfriend just relaxed. Hi, romantic woman. Hi. Good morning. Well, actually, it's actually evening over here, so it's not good morning to evening over here. But let me finish the story, yeah. So yeah, after that, that's when I was like, all right, well, we just relaxed and stuff, chilled in the house, relaxed. We was watching movies all the way to me and him was watching movies all the way to like 3:30, close to 4 o'clock in the morning, watching movies. And I'm like, is this? I'm like, well, damn, we all wait in the morning. What? I'm still thinking it's like it's probably like 1 or 2 o'clock. I didn't think it's gonna be like 3:30 because when I looked at the time it was like 3:47. I'm like, well, damn, we was almost at 4 o'clock and my body was getting tired, so I had to lay down. And plus, like I said, I was still numb, so I had to lay down because I didn't want to put no more pressure on this tooth right here. So after that, I went to sleep. My boyfriend was like, "You going to sleep?" I was like, "Yeah, I'm tired." So I went to sleep. So after I went to sleep, I think he would sleep right after me, or he was watching TV. One or the other he was doing. And then I set my alarm because I had to wake up because I had to get my cake and my something else I had to get for my boyfriend. So I set my alarm. So my alarm woke me up. I texted my sister. He was like, "Well, I'll call you when my boyfriend comes." So I was like, "Okay." I mean, her fiance. She's gonna call my fiance come up. Okay. So after that, I'm like, okay. It was about like when she told me that he left. It was like 8 o'clock. So I think around like 8:20, 8:10. She was like, "Come downstairs." I was like, so I was already dressed, went downstairs. I seen the car. Then after that, went to the car, got it. I said, "Hey, Chubby, hey y'all." Then I went back upstairs and stuff like that. I put it on the table. My boyfriend still asleep. I used the bathroom. Then I was making some breakfast because I still had like some energy left for me. So ate that, made some breakfast, made some sausage, some cheese grits, some eggs, made that. And then I said, when I finish this, I'll take my medicine. I told her I take my medicine after I finished eating. Actually, when my boyfriend woke up, I said, I'm going to take me a nap. I was tired. I was still tired from last night. I didn't get a full miss energy and stuff like that. So I was like, let me just be up. So after that, that's why I was like, okay. So after I got finished and stuff like that, I took a nap and then woke up. I was like off and on in my sleep. I was up, then dozing off, up, dozing off. So I think I finally woke up to like 3 o'clock. And then as I said, let me get up. I got up because I was like, I was texting my female friend, but I was so tired. So, I finally woke up, used the bathroom. Then after that, but she's like, you want to have some pizza tonight? I was like, yeah, because from what my aunt gave me, it was some pizza. I was like, yeah. I was like, still got to go shopping. So we left like about 6 something, went shopping and stuff like that. So after we went shopping, went inside, came out. It was pouring down raining, y'all. Pouring down raining. They said it's supposed to rain today and tomorrow. It's supposed to be thunderstorms today and tomorrow. It was raining. So after we got finished, we went across the street from the bus stop, got on the bus, because anybody was walking in that freaking rain. It was pouring down too, but anybody walking out there. So got the bus, went all the way. For the but this still hurts. I have to my medicine stuff, so and rinse my mouth out. But yes, I still got pain right here, still killing me and stuff. So yeah, y'all. Well, that's how my tooth is. So, but yeah, it's still killing me. And no, I did not touch it to see if it's there. I can't. I still can't touch it. Y'all. It's still brand new. I'm trying to give it some time to heal. But yeah, I still can brush my teeth. I just can't brush it hard on the top. Like I can't brush it hard. So that's the only thing I do have to brush it with. And with me, I'm very heavy. I'm very heavy handed when it comes to like my teeth and stuff. So I do have to be careful when it comes to my teeth. So yeah. But yes, yesterday was my first time getting my teeth pulled. What's time of hold on. But yes, I'm gonna answer y'all questions and then I'm about to get off. And, thank you. I'm sorry to hear that. Hey y'all, thank you. Hey, but yeah, I'm about to get off right now. I'll probably come back on tomorrow. But yes, that was my story time, y'all, about my teeth. And I see. No, you do not. I'm so sorry. You got to go. But later, y'all, I see y'all.